Good evening, everyone, and blessed be. This is your host, Aries Starwind, and welcome back to another episode of Witchcraft After Hours. And I just want to give a fair warning. I'm doing this video even though I had five total teeth pulled earlier this morning. But I'm on a couple good magical components that make me feel pretty good right now. So I figured I'm gonna make a video right now. And I figured let's make it pretty spicy since I'm feeling in the spicy mood. And this article is 7 sex tips from witches to infuse some magic into your life. And this is another article by Kristen Soleil. Now, this article was actually made right before Halloween, so there might be some Halloween-like references in there, but you can just ignore them and just kind of listen to the story, because the story is pretty hot and spicy. And yes, sorry, don't mind my voice. My face is still pretty swollen right now, and if anybody wants to know about it, I'm having to deal with a little bit of coagulation issues, which I'm not allowed to supposedly spit out. So, yeah, I'm going through it right now, but I still feel really good because, like I said, I'm on some magic potions, and they're making me feel pretty happy. So, I figured let's make a video. Here we go. Sex and witchcraft make intimate bedfellows. Both practices harness primal desires and powerful energies, and are still taboo for women and queer folks to engage in according to Christian patriarchy. As Halloween approaches, I told you this was made pre-Halloween, and the air is thick with magic and mayhem, trying out a few sex tips from a witch is one way to tap into the seasonal spirit. After all, the streets outside are filled with folks in fantastical and often highly erotic garb, and we all know that sometimes the best treats aren't the ones that come in candy form. For non-practicing folks interested in dipping their toe into the waters of witchcraft, it's important to start with spell work that's simple. Cleansing your surroundings and centering yourself in your body is vital to set the stage for any kind of magic. Because witchcraft practices are incredibly diverse, there is no unified text, and there are as many varieties of witches as there are weeds in the wilderness. It's also important to figure out what kind of magical practice you're suited to. Like sex, careful trial and error with magic is often the best way to figure out what resonates within you. The following are 7 sex tips from witches that newbies and lifelong practitioners alike can try. Number 1, engage in embodied practices. Vanessa Irina, a musician and witch who performs under the name Knife Sex, tells Bustle how important it is to be mindful of your body during sex. Sex can be an incredibly transitioning experience, which makes it super easy to dissociate. Oh, God. Sorry. Oh, God. Sorry, I got some leakage. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Sex can be incredibly transcendent experience, which makes it super easy to disassociate or mentally check out mid-coitus, she tells Bustle. Being fully present in your body can be really difficult, but allowing yourself to really feel what is going on can greatly enhance the experience. Irina suggests engaging in embodied practices like yoga, massage, dance, or body awareness meditation to prep your body and mind for sexual engagement. These activities can also train you to heighten your senses, which often means heightening the pleasure you experience during sex. Number 2, experiment with herbal aphrodisiacs. This is up my alley. Herbal allies can really enhance your sex life, Irina says. There are a number of herbs associated with love, which also behaves as aphrodisiacs that I utilize regularly, such as damiana, rose, cinnamon, jasmine, and my favorite, cannabis. God, I wish I could smoke stuff like that, but it makes me really paranoid, so I can't join in on that last one. Let's keep going. As Irina notes, these herbs can be burned as incense, made into tea, and for the weed witches out there, it can be smoked. Yes, marijuana magic is really a thing. Number 3, sanctify your space. Speaking of herbs, cleansing your bedroom area is yet another way to intensify your sensual vibes. Although you may have no control over what a partner's bedroom looks like, you certainly have the ability to transform your own boudoir into a den of transcendent connection. Or just, a room that makes you feel hot AF. We won't say what that means, but you know what AF means. This can mean anything from setting up an altar of items that are both sensual and sacred near your bed, to burning the above-mentioned herbs prior to a solo or partnered session, and even washing your sheets in a ritual bath created with the same ingredients. Number 4, make your own lube. Ooh, let's go. If you like to get crafty, Irina also suggests using a blend of aphrodisiac herbs infused into coconut oil for use as a natural lube or massage oil. Make sure not to use the coconut oil as a lube if you are using latex condoms though, she warns. Number 5, try a crystal sexual aid. Oh, we did a discussion on this. Let's read on. If, like many witches, you're drawn to the prismatic magic and crystals, chakra sexual wellness products, crystal sexual wellness products might be for you. Not only do they contain different properties that can aid in spell work, obsidian for healing trauma, rose quartz for ushering in self-love, they also make pretty fantastic conversation starters. For those who don't believe in crystal healing, they are still a beautiful and organic option to mix up if you're tired of your boring old silicone dildo. Let's keep going. Number 6, explore sex magic. Sex magic is the practice of manifesting your goals and desires by harnessing the energy produced during a sexual act. Although it can take a lot of practice to hone your intentions properly and not get distracted by how good you're feeling, for those interested in the intersections between sex and magic, it's definitely worth exploring. And if you ever want to know more about sex magic, I actually did a video on that, maybe like 2 or 3 videos back. Definitely take a look at that, because I already have wanted to use it, but I haven't found a mate to use it with, so we won't get into that. No, I'm joking. Let's go. And number 7, develop a relationship with a deity or spirit associated with sex. Yeah, I can definitely relate. It may seem daunting to those just starting out, but according to Vanessa Irina, developing a personal relationship with a spirit or deity associated with sex can be incredibly powerful. Fun fact, her entire upcoming record is devoted to the goddess Babylon. As a devotee of Babylon, I keep an altar for her in my bedroom where I make regular offerings, but your practice need not be as elaborate, she explains. Once you develop a relationship with the spirit over time, they will let you know how best to honor that relationship. If you don't know where to begin, you can start by lighting a candle or burning some incense on Fridays. Hey, today's Friday. Which are ruled by the planet Venus and performed a focused action of your choice based around sex. This can be meditating on sex, prayer centered around healing from sexual shame or trauma, movement or dance, self-massage or masturbation. Use your intuition to let your body tell you what it needs. This is a time to treat your body and sexuality as something sacred that should be honored. And this part is, of course, it was back before Halloween, but it's still a good article. Although October is often a time for non-practicing people to become enamored with witchcraft, it's important to note how transformative the practice can be year-round. You don't need an excuse to try out these sex tips from a witch. But if Halloween inspires you to do just one thing this season, why not infuse your sex life with a little bit of magic? Wowza! Great article. Great read and a grin. Oh my god. Again, this is by Kristen Soleil, who we actually did an article on before, but I think it was with a different website. But if you want to read this one, you can find it on bustle.com. That was excellent. Just fantastic. And man, if you check it out online, it's got great pictures on here too. Spice it up a little bit if you're rolling solo like I usually do. All right, sorry. But there you go, everybody. Again, this was by Kristen Soleil. It was called 7 Sex Tips from Witches to Infuse Some Magic into Your Life. And again, you can check it out on bustle.com. But I hope you enjoyed the read right here on Witchcraft After Hours. This is your host, Aries Starwind, checking in and then checking out. I will see you all in another episode, but God is blessed be, and all of you have a wonderful evening.